Hey guys, looks like there are a few people connecting up. Elise is on. See somebody else connecting audio. Hang tight, we'll get started in just a few minutes. Hey Tara, hey Melissa.
Hey.
Can you guys hear me okay? Hey Becca.
Yep.
Okay, awesome. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Hey Miranda, and maybe Keith too. I don't see you just yet. There you are. Is it just you today?
I thought he was going to join me, but he hasn't showed up. So he's not on my floor. I'm not sure where he is.
Yeah. Well, you're here and we're glad you're here. Becca, hey, I see you now. All right, guys, we'll give it one more minute. I hear the news, the weather. I hope it's saying that it's going to be warmer because it's been so cold today. JT, I think you need to go on mute. There, that's awesome. Okay. All right, guys, you ready? Let's do this. All right, couple of housekeeping things first. My playlist for today should be on the BCF members page. If you're not on the BCF members page, then you can find me on Spotify and find today's playlist 4.16. I just got some new Powerbeats headphones, so I'm talking through those today. I went back and watched some of the videos and realized that I was like yelling at my phone. So you guys could probably adjust that on your end by turning it down, which probably made things sound fine. I guess better to be too loud than too quiet probably. So I'm hoping that I'm coming through at a normal sound, a normal voice today. If you guys have any issues on your end, take yourself off mute, let me know what's going on, and then put yourself back on. I've been kind of teaching Thursdays is more of an energetic flow, and then Sundays is a little more of a stretch. So we're going to do that same thing again today, get some good flow in. We're going to spend maybe 3 to 5 minutes on headstand practice today using a wall. So hopefully you have one handy. If not, you just do your own thing and your own poses at that time. We're going to get started today in a seated position, cross-legged. So seated on your mat, cross your legs however you'd like.
Can I ask a quick question
about
music?
Yeah, of course. What's up?
Is it on, so I go to CrossFit Route 7, is it on the web page or is it on the Facebook page?
It's on the BCF members page, or it should also be on 7up on the private group.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, they've been posting a link to the Zoom and then a second link to the playlist. Should be on both sites. All right, so starting in a seated position, cross-legged. If you're feeling like you need some grounding today, palms down. If you feel like you want to let something up and go, palms up. Close your eyes and start to breathe through your nose. Long inhales, long exhales. Think about grounding down into your seat and lengthening your spine. Draw your shoulders away from your ears so your neck gets long. And stretch the top of your head to the ceiling. Another long inhale and long exhale. Let go of any thoughts that you're carrying with you from today. Let them escape as you exhale. For the next hour, this is all about you, all about building a little bit of strength, getting a little bit of stretch. One more inhale. And let it all go. Come into a tabletop position, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and then raise your knees. My dog is licking my armpit, which tickles a lot. Raise your knees about 2 inches off of the mat. Hey. DT. Hold here in sort of a bear crawl position. And then start to walk backwards on your mat. So your right hand is moving back at the same time that your left leg is moving back. And once you get to the back of your mat, start to move to the front. So you're bear crawling to the back and then bear crawling forward. And then once you get back to the top of your mat, come all the way back to the back. So you're bear crawling back again, opposite leg with your opposite arm. Working the core here. Try to keep your hips in line with each other. Coming back to the front of your mat and then back to tabletop position. On your next exhale, press back to down dog. Hands are at the front of your mat. Feet are towards the back. Press your hands firmly into the floor and use that pressure to press your chest back to your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Fill up. Hips go up and back. One more big breath. Heels press into the ground. Inhale out to high plank. Press back to down dog as you exhale. Fill up as you come to plank. Exhale, press back. One more. Lower the hips, plank pose. Down dog, hips up and back. This time, inhale your right knee to your chest as you come down to a plank. And then extend that right leg back so you're in a plank, but only the left toes are on the floor. Inhale, right knee to nose. Extend back, one-legged plank. Last one, inhale, right knee up into the chest. Exhale, back into one-legged plank. And set those right toes down. Push back, down dog. Other side, inhale the left knee to your chest. Extend straight back, hold your plank. Left knee into the chest. Extend back, one-legged plank. Last one, knee to nose. Extend one-legged plank. Set the left toes down. Press back, down dog. One breath in. One breath out. Tiptoe your feet to your hands for ragdoll. Feet are underneath your hips. Grab opposite elbows. After that little bit of intro work, let it all hang out. Let your ears dangle between your biceps. Sway hips side to side. Heart rate is slowing. Release those arms, shake them out. Press all corners of your feet into the floor. Tuck your chin and roll all the way up to standing. As you come up, reach those arms way up overhead and then bring them down to your sides. Starting out here, take your arms straight in front of your shoulders. Draw the left arm back like you're pulling a bow and arrow. Keep your feet on the floor, hips in line, and send that left arm back behind you as you continue to look forward. You might feel this stretch in your chest, through the left shoulder, and then draw that left arm straight back in front of you. Same thing on the right side. Pull back like you're drawing a bow and arrow. Send the right hand back behind you, gaze stays forward. Open up with this twist, warming up our twister muscles. At the same time, we're opening that chest and shoulder. And then send it back. Nice work, guys. Draw your palms to heart center. Thumb in towards your heart. Close your eyes. Set your intention for today's class. Maybe it's to get a little sweat on or dedicate today's class to someone who might need this piece and work out a little more than you do. Take a deep breath in, hold it at the top, and then clear it all away. Blink your eyes back open, bring your big toes to touch as hands come by your side. Inhale, reach up mountain. Fold forward, long spine. Chaturanga, coming into your low push-up, elbows draw close. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, back to start. 3 breaths here. As you exhale, chest presses to thighs. One more big fill. Let it go. And tiptoe those feet to your hands, halfway lift. Fold forward, look to your belly button. Mountain pose, big stretch to the ceiling. Swan dive forward, nose to knees. Flat back. Chaturanga, squeeze belly button up and in. Upward facing, long collarbones. Down dog, back to start. 3 breaths again. Pressing hard into the floor. Heels go to your mat. One final breath in. Let it go. Feet to hands. Maybe this time you jump, long spine. Fold forward. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to dive. Inhale, flat back. Chaturanga, exhale all the way down to your mat. And then big fill upward. Exhale, let it go, press back. One more time through Sun A here. Last big breath. Let it out. Bend your knees, jump forward, halfway lift. Fold forward. Mountain pose, squeeze your belly in. Keep your belly in as you fold forward. Flat back. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. All right, starting to get into our flow here. 2 more breaths in and out. Last breath, fill up. Let it go. Inhale the right leg up high. Step forward, warrior 1. So the right knee is over the right ankle. Left foot is turned out to 45 degrees. And arms reach up overhead. Pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale to reach high. And then exhale, chaturanga. Come down low. Upward facing, downward facing. Inhale the left leg high. Step long on your mat, warrior one. Rotating that right thigh inward so both of your hips are facing forward. Sink low in the left knee. Big breath to reach up. Hands down, chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up high. Step forward into a low lunge. So your hands are framing your right foot. You're up on the ball of the left foot. Keep the left hand down. Reach the right hand high for a twist. Nice job, guys. Big inhale as you reach high. Exhale, set the right hand down. Turn the left foot out to 45 degrees. So plant it on the floor, set up for warrior one. Inhale to reach up high. And then exhale right back down, chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Same side. Inhale, right leg up high. Step forward right into warrior one, raise up. And then right back down, chaturanga. Upward, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Down dog, press back. One breath in. One exhale out. Inhale the right leg up high. Step forward into a low lunge. Leave the right hand down, reach the left hand up. One big inhale. Set that left hand down, turn the right foot out to 45 degrees, setting up for warrior one, reach up overhead. And then set it back down, chaturanga. Upward, downward. Same side, inhale the left leg up, step right into your warrior, long on the mat, reach up high, and then right back down, low push up. Upward facing, downward facing. 3 breaths here. The only downside to my new wireless headphones, I feel like, is you guys hear me breathing because the microphone's closer to my headphones than my phone normally is. So you're catching me get out of breath. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Raise the right leg up high. Step forward, low lunge. Turn the left foot out, this time to 90 degrees, setting up for warrior two. Raise your chest up high. Extended side angle, take your right forearm to the inside of your right thigh, reaching straight up overhead. Or maybe you reach that left arm overhead in line with your left side. Come back up, warrior two. Straighten the right leg. Reach forward, triangle pose. This time the left arm is straight up, coming right out of your shoulder. Bend the right knee. Lift your upper body back into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. So tuck the left arm, reach the right arm up overhead. One more time, back to warrior two. Now take your right hand, plant it 6 inches in front of the right foot, half moon. So the left arm is high in the sky, left hip is pointing to the wall. Slowly step back into a starfish pose. So arms are up overhead, feet are wide. Fold forward as you exhale. Inhale back up to starfish pose. We're gonna pivot so the left toes are facing the back of your mat, half moon. Fingertips 6 inches in front of the left foot. Right arm is lifted, right toes pointing to the wall. Slowly step back into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Straighten the left leg, triangle pose. Think about a long left side here, no wrinkles in the left side. Bend the left knee, come back to warrior two. Last one here, guys, extended side angle. Either the right arm is straight overhead or it reaches all the way over your head. Back to warrior two, and then the hands go down, chaturanga. You should be facing backwards on your mat, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Next round, guys, we're gonna get ourselves back to facing forward. Inhale the left leg up high. Step forward into a low lunge. Turn that back foot out to 90 degrees, setting up for warrior two, and then lift up into it. Extended side angle. This time the right arm reaches overhead. Back up to warrior two. Straighten the left leg, triangle pose. Big reach overhead with the right arm. Bend the left knee, come back up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior, reach back. Back to warrior two. And then tip forward into half moon. On the left side, the left hand is down. Left leg is lifted. Slowly step back, starfish pose, arms reach up overhead. Exhale as you fold forward, adding on a little bit here. Keep the left hand down. Inhale the right leg up high, right hand up high. Set the right arm back down on the mat. Inhale the left hand high. Exhale the left hand back down on the mat. Inhale, reach up, starfish pose. And now we go back to the right side, point the right toes forward, right into half moon. Step that left leg all the way to the back of your mat into warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach back. Return to warrior two. Straighten the right leg, reach forward, triangle pose. Bend the right knee, back to warrior two. Final one here, guys. Extended side angle, option to take the arm up or overhead. Inhale, back up, warrior two. And then hands come down, chaturanga. Nice work, guys. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Take a child's pose here to reset. Toes together, knees wide on your mat. Hands stretch all the way to the front. Let your forehead rest on the floor. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. I called Liz before class to test my headphones, and I tried to play music in the back, and she said, "Oh, you can't really hear it. Just let people play their own music." So that's what we're doing today. But man, it is boring without music. I have to listen to myself talk, laugh at my own jokes, and no music. On your next exhale, guys, come back to down dog. New flow coming up next. Inhale the right leg up high. Bend your knee, pulling your heel close to your butt. Press your left heel into the floor. Both hands have equal pressure. And now lift the right knee a little higher, opening up that right hip. Drop the right hip in line with the left. Straighten the right leg. And then step forward, crescent lunge. So the right knee is forward, up on the ball of the back foot, arms reach high. Big inhale here. Take the right arm, put it on your right hip. One more inhale, stretch that left arm high. And then use the left elbow to twist to the right side. Now take the right hand off your hip and come to meet your left hand in prayer. Big breath in. Big twist. One more, fill up and twist. Take the right hand back to your right hip. Take that left hand 6 inches in front of the right foot and start to put pressure into the right foot, lifting your left leg off the ground. So you're in sort of a modified warrior three or a modified airplane with your left hand down. Now take the right hand up into the air for a twisted half moon, sending your gaze up to that right hand. Lift the left heel another inch higher. Now take the right hand down to the right ankle for a standing split with the left hand down. One more big breath as you lift the left leg high. Set both feet on the ground, wide on your mat. Come down into Malasana Yogi Squat. So tailbone is down, elbows are inside your knees, pressing out. Option to stay right here or take crow pose. I encourage you on this first round to try getting into crow with your feet wide. So keep your feet underneath your armpits, so they're about shoulder distance apart. Hands plant on your mat, shoulder distance apart. Knees tuck onto the back of your triceps or up into your armpits. Looking forward, leaning forward, and then maybe one foot or two lifts off the ground. So you're either up in crow or hanging on to that yogi squat. Crow, option to go upside down. Maybe you come into a headstand. Maybe your legs go up overhead. If you go upside down, come down slow. Try returning to crow pose. And then from crow, try kicking back, shoot back, chaturanga. Everyone else, hands plant, feet step back, lower into chaturanga, go through your flow, and we'll all meet in down dog, hit the other side. One breath in, one breath out. Inhale, lift the left leg up high. Bend your knee, pull your heel into your butt. Pressing the right heel down and your hands firmly into the floor, lift your left knee. Shining your left hip out to the side. And then lower the left hip. Straighten the left leg. Step forward, crescent lunge. Arms reach up overhead. Same thing as the other side. Take the left hand to the hip. Use that right elbow to twist to the left side, and then hands meet in prayer. Big breath in, twist deep. One more, fill up, twist over the left shoulder. Take the left hand to the left hip, and that right hand comes down to the floor. Press hard into your left foot. Come into that warrior three or airplane leg pose. And then keep the right hand down, reach the left hand up for revolved half moon. Challenging the balance, try to get that left leg as straight as you can get it. Take the left hand to the left ankle, standing split. Lift the right leg another inch higher, maybe two. And then step down on your mat. This time, instead of a wide yogi squat, keep your feet together. So balls of your feet are together. Lift your heels off the floor. And then reach your arms behind your calves. Try to catch opposite elbows. Up on the balls of your feet, heels are lifted. Nice job, guys. Release that. Two options again. This time, yogi squat is option one. This time, crow pose. I encourage you to keep your feet together as opposed to shoulder distance apart. Feet are together, hands are shoulder distance apart. Resting the knees on the back of the triceps. Look forward and lean forward. If you're in your yogi squat and would rather do a different pose, feel free to add it here. Otherwise, hang on to that yogi squat or hang on to that crow and transition. Headstands come back down, crows shoot back, and everyone else go through your flow, meet in downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up high. Step your right foot between your right hands, but keep both legs straight into a pyramid pose. So here it's like you're walking on two railroad tracks. Hands are framing the right foot, which is forward, and your nose falls to your knee. Let your head hang heavy. Release the tension in your neck as you stretch the back of the right and maybe even the left leg. Keep your legs where they are, come back up to standing. Reach the left arm forward. Take the back of your left hand and put it on the outside of your right ankle for revolved triangle. So back of the left hand is on the outside of the right ankle, right arm reaches high. Big inhale to open up, using the back of the left hand as leverage to twist open. One more big breath. Both hands plant, step back, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Other side. Left leg comes up and steps forward. Both legs are straight, pyramid pose. Think about pressing both of your hips backwards, deepening the stretch in the back of the left leg. Your right toes might be turned slightly outward here to like 1 o'clock. See how that feels if you make that change. Keep your legs where they are. Inhale your torso up. This time the right hand reaches forward. The back of the right hand is going to come to the outside of the left ankle. Left arm reaches high. Think about straight, strong legs as you twist. Using the back of the right hand to twist you deeper, pressing your left hand higher to the ceiling. One more breath. Plant both hands, step back, chaturanga. Upward, downward. Hold here in down dog. 2 breaths in, out, fill, let it go. Come down to your knees. We're going to do a little bit of headstand practice. If you don't have a headstand practice, I encourage you to try the first step here. It can be all that you do today. If you don't want to try headstand, do something else. You could do anything. You could practice crow. You could take your favorite pose. You could work on your least favorite pose. You could even take Shavasana. So today for headstand practice, we're going to be using a wall. So if you've got one, feel free to go out of frame. If you don't need one, stay on your mat. We're going to practice tripod headstand. But if you've got a different variation that you'd prefer to practice, totally up to you. So in tripod headstand, hands are right under your shoulders, and the top of your head is about 6 inches in front of your fingertips. So when I put my head down on the floor, I can still see my fingertips. Next step, lift your hips into the sky. Start to tiptoe your feet closer to your hands. This might be as far as you go today. Just practicing putting a little bit of pressure in the top of your head. It shouldn't be too much pressure because you're still pressing hard into your hands on the floor. That's the base of your triangle, and most of the weight is going into your hands. So again, I can see my fingertips. I'm starting to walk my feet towards my hands. I'm pressing hard into the floor with my hands, and my elbows stay stacked right over my wrists. Next step, start to lift one heel into your butt. Hold it for like 5 to 10 breaths. That's going to start to build strength in your core. And again, giving you some practice to hold about half of your weight into your hands and head. Once you hold 5 to 10 breaths on that one side, try it on the other side. 5 to 10 breaths with your heel pulled as close to as you can to your butt. You can be doing all of this against a wall. So I encourage you, let's see, can you guys still see me over here? I think so. I encourage you to get as close to the wall as you can. That same setup, head close to the wall. I can see my fingertips, hips lift. I walk the feet in, one heel up, maybe two, and then see if you can tap your butt on the wall. And then the next step there is to use your core to pull your butt about 2 inches away from the wall. And then we'll do that same 5 breath exercise. One leg up into the air for 5 to 10 breaths. The other leg up into the air for 5 to 10 breaths. And then once you get the hang of that, you can take both legs up. So those are kind of a series of exercises that you guys can practice. The first exercise, again, is just getting comfortable in that tripod with your head and hands down, walking the feet as close as you can to your hands. The next step then is to pull one heel into your butt, hold for 5 to 10 breaths, and alternate. You can come up to the wall, tap your butt into the wall, and then pull it away. And then the last 2 steps are DT. Last 2 steps are against the wall. What are you doing? Stay down. Stay down. Okay. I'm having DT difficulties over here. Take another minute of headstand practice, guys, or take child's pose if you'd like. I left off saying the last 2 steps of the practice is against the wall after you've tapped your butt to the wall and maybe pulled it 2 inches away. Then practice extending one leg for 5 to 10 breaths. Switch to the other side. And then the final step is to get both of the legs up. Start to come down out of your headstands or out of whatever poses you're practicing. We're all going to meet on our bellies. Laying flat on your belly. Take your hands to your side and your favorite cheek to the mat. You are being so bad. DT, stop it. Switch cheeks. Set up for locust pose. So you're looking straight down on your mat. Hands are by your side, palms down. Inhale your chest up off the floor. Exhale the legs up off the floor. As your chest comes up, roll your shoulders back and down. As your legs lift up, draw your feet together. One more inhale as you raise up and take it back down to the ground. Take one cheek to the mat and reset. Set up for bow pose. So again, adjust your gaze to look straight down. Bend your knees. Reach around to the outsides of your ankles. Inhale the chest up. Exhale as you kick back. Squeeze shoulder blades. Press your heels up and back. One more big breath. And set it all down. Windshield wiper your feet side to side. And then set the tops of your feet down on the ground. Roll over onto your back and sit up for bridge pose. Feet on the ground, knees bent. Pull your heels in as close to your butt as you can get them. Press hard into your feet and then lift the hips up. Think about pressing into your heels and the balls of your feet at the same time. Squeeze your glutes and draw your shoulder blades together. So your chest is going to puff up and come closer to your chin. One more breath as you inhale to lift up and then set it back down. One breath here in, one breath out. Round two, bridge or wheel. So if you're taking wheel this time, the hands come close to your ears, feet are hip distance apart, and you press up in both your hands and your feet this time. Try to straighten the arms as much as you can. Bridge, option to extend the right leg high into the sky. Bridge, option to add some hip taps here, lowering the hips to the floor, and then stamping the right foot on the ceiling. Wheel, take one more breath and set it all down. One inhale. Last exhale. Press up for round three, 3 of 3. Bridge, this time the left leg lifts. Wheel, this time as you press up, try walking your feet closer to your hands. And then walking your hands closer to your feet, lifting your hips as high as they'll go. Bridge, option to tap the hip this time, stamping the left foot to the ceiling. Take one more breath wherever you are and come back down. Take Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees wide apart. One hand on your belly and the other on your heart. As you inhale, feel your chest rise. As you exhale, belly falls. Think about long, slow breaths. Can you count your inhale and match the count on the exhale? Blink your eyes open. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a big hug. And because it's Thursday and we push a little extra on Thursdays, lift those feet straight up into the air. Flex your feet so your toes are towards your nose, and then reach up. Try to touch your toes, lifting your shoulder blades off the mat. We got 10, 9, 8, 7. Great job, guys. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands into prayer and reach over to the left side of the left foot for 8, 7, 6. Reaching over to that left side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that same prayer position with your hands. Reach over to the right side of the right foot. Nice job, guys. Think about all that ab work you're doing right now, getting ready for summertime, just in case we're allowed to leave our houses by then. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Nice job. Take happy laughing baby. Knees into your armpits. Grab the outsides of your feet and pull down. Knees get closer to your rib cage, closer to the armpits. Feel free to rock side to side. The rest of class, guys, is all restorative. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock and roll the length of your mat. Make your way to down dog, facing back the way you started. From down dog, inhale the right leg up high, step forward into a low lunge. Lower the left knee down to the mat and raise your chest up. We got a couple of options here, guys. We're gonna add a quad stretch to this lunge. So first option is to bend the left knee. If that's hard on your knee, depending on what kind of floor you're on, you can fold your mat over or place a towel underneath. So the left knee is bent. You can reach back with the left arm and catch the inside of the left foot. Option 2 is a little deeper stretch. The left hand stays on the floor. The right hand reaches back this time. The right hand grabs the outside of the left foot, and the left hand stays on the ground. So it's either same side, same hand, or there's a little bit of a twist here. A little deeper stretch if you're crossing over. Think about the stretch in the front of the left quad. Slow breaths. Release that left foot, set it down, and switch it up. You can press back to down dog if you'd like. We're gonna hit the left side, so the left leg will raise up. You'll step forward into your low lunge. This time the right leg bends, catch the inside of the right foot. Option to cross across your body. So the left arm catches the right foot, right hand is down on the floor. Quad stretch, this time on the right side. Release the right foot. Press back to down dog. Let's get the hips. From down dog, inhale the right leg up high, bend your knee, and swing that right shin forward for resting half pigeon. So the right shin is as close to parallel as you can get it with the front of your mat. Come down under the forearms. Or if you're feeling good here, forehead comes all the way to the floor. Big inhale. Big inhale. Big exhale. DT hates the mailman. As you settle into this pose, I encourage you to walk your arms farther forward, sitting deeper into the pose. You can stay here, or if you'd like to get another quad stretch, you can add one here in King Pigeon, walking your hands up to your side. Bend the left leg, catch the inside of the left foot. Adding a bind if you choose. First step is the right hand comes to rest, the base of the neck. Next step is that right hand reaches all the way up over to the left. If you're practicing that bind, you can use a strap or a belt to help you get the length to get your hands closer together. King Pigeon, release the left leg. Everybody walk hands up to side. And take down dog one more time. Same thing, other side, raise that left leg high, bend the knee, and swing it forward for resting half pigeon. As you square your shoulders to the front of your mat, walk forward, getting as low as you can to your mat and the floor. Long breaths, sending them into the left hip. Feel the stretch there. As you get comfortable in this pose, see if you can get a little deeper. Lengthening the arms, coming closer to the mat. And then same option on this side. Stay where you are or take king pigeon. This time the right leg bends. Reaching to the inside of the right foot. Binding if you'd like. King pigeons, release the foot. Everybody walk hands to side. Push back to down dog, shake that left leg out. Last couple stretches here, guys. Come to a seated position. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Cross the right leg over top of the left. Set the right hand back behind you. Reach the left arm up overhead and use the left elbow to twist. As you inhale, lengthen in the torso. Exhale, twist over the right shoulder. One more, inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Unravel, come back to center. Look at the other side. Cross the left leg over top this time. Left arm reaches back behind. Inhale the right hand up high. Right elbow is used to twist. Fill up. Big twist over the left shoulder. Last one, inhale. Twist. Come back to center, legs wide on your mat. So you're seated, legs are wide. Take the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, so right knee is bent. Take your left forearm and align it with your left shin. So left shin, left arm, and then take the right arm, reach it overhead. Try to keep your right bicep in line with your ear. DT, stay down, buddy. Try to reach that right hand all the way over to the toes. Here you can use the left forearm as leverage to twist open as you're reaching. Release, come back up to seated and switch sides. So right leg will extend. Left foot in the inside of the right thigh. Take the right forearm, set it on the ground next to your right leg. And reaching up and over. You can use the back of your right arm to twist you so that you're looking up to the ceiling as the left arm reaches high. Come back up to seated. Bring those legs back together at the front of your mat. Arms reach out in front of you. Looking forward, lower slowly onto the floor, one vertebrae at a time. Let the back of your head be the last thing that hits the mat, super slow. As you come to lay flat on your mat, we've already gone upside down, so we'll go right into our final stretches. Take your right knee into your chest. Send it across your body. So right knee goes to left side. Extend the right arm and gaze to your right hand. Using the left hand, draw the right knee closer to the floor. So it's drawing you deeper into the twist. Unravel back to center. Last stretch of the day, draw the left knee into the chest. Left knee falls to the right and gaze to your left. Think about keeping the back of the left shoulder on the floor. Unravel back to center. And sit up for our final resting pose, Shavasana. Laying flat on your back. Let your feet flop out to the side. Palms by your side. Feel your legs get heavy. Your back rests easy on the floor. Close your eyes. Release your jaw. Let all thoughts go. And just rest. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Deepen your breath so that your chest rises higher and your belly falls deeper. Stay lying where you are or come onto your right side in a fetal position, cradling your head with your right arm or your lower arm. Wherever you are, take 2 of your longest, slowest breaths, filling your lungs completely on the inhale and squeezing every drop of air out on the exhale. At the end of your second breath, keep your eyes closed, but feel your way up to an easy seat at the top of your mat. Legs crossed, eyes closed, and hands at heart center. Take a deep breath in, hold it at the top, and then let it all out. lots of strength and power in our practice today. We bow forward to share that strength, power, and energy with each other, saying namaste. Nice work today, guys. Great work. That was a hard practice and got to get some extra headstand stuff in. Keep practicing that throughout the week. I will see you guys on Sunday. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye, DT. Bye, guys.